Franklin, and thank you everybody for allowing me the opportunity to speak with you all tonight. Like she said, my name is Libby Abbas, and I am a Rural Medical Education Pathway Scholar and second-year medical student here at DMU. While I consider myself a true Iowa farm girl, it may surprise some of you to know that I was actually raised in Santa Monica, California, until the age of 9 when my family moved to an acreage in the northeast part of the state. This move allowed me to fully understand and appreciate the importance of small towns in the Midwest. While big cities seemingly offer many opportunities to its citizens, small, rural communities offer many things that large cities cannot, such as a sense of security, a reliable social support network, and an underlying sense of unity that ties its residents together. Similar to all of you, I have goals to serve the people of Iowa as a leader. I want to be part of the community, not only as a physician, but also as a volunteer, a community organizer, a friend, and a role model. As city kids in Southern California, my brother and I went to a semi-private grade school. When my brother started public high school, there was a shooting on the first day. My parents almost immediately quit their high-profile careers, sold our house, bought a motorhome just big enough for 4, and took us on the vacation of a lifetime to eventually settle down by Frederica, Iowa, very close to where my dad was raised. Where I spent the majority of my teenage years, and where my parents still reside, is outside New Hampton, Iowa, on the Legacy Farm, an all-natural, chemical-free grazing farm with mostly rare breeds of sheep and other livestock such as horses, mini horses, chickens, ducks, and a few border collies to keep the animals under control. My heart will always be on the farm, and while I look forward to helping my parents with chores when I go home, I look forward even more to serving people in small-town communities like New Hampton as a physician in the future. Getting accepted to medical school at DMU was a blessing. Knowing that I wanted to practice family medicine in rural Iowa upon graduation, I truly felt I had my life on track. And then, to receive a scholarship to do exactly as my heart desired and practice in a rural area, much like the one that gave me so much growing up, was more than a dream come true. The scholarship has been a blessing to me, my family, and to rural Iowa to help provide the future physicians that are so desperately needed. Medical school is an expensive adventure, especially for the daughter of small-town farmers and first-generation college student. Without this scholarship, I know I would still practice medicine in rural Iowa. However, I truly found it difficult to write this speech because words cannot express the gratitude for the comfort and assurance this scholarship has provided me. I've been able to better focus on my studies and engage in activities that I know will contribute specifically to my future rural practice, particularly through DMU's Rural Medical Education Pathway program. I've been able to attend family practice conferences and get to know local rural physicians, partake in a rural summer preceptorship back home in New Hampton, and schedule rural rotations in preparation for my future practice. I had the privilege of listening to Dr. William Anderson, DMU alum and personal friend of Martin Luther King Jr., speak at our MLK Celebration Day last week. Something he said really struck home to me. They don't need you in New York. They don't need you in Chicago. They need you where you came from. They need you back home. Small-town Iowa is home to me. It's where I'm needed, and it's where I will go. I could not be more appreciative of my parents for moving my brother and me from a crime-filled suburb of Los Angeles to a small working farm by a town with 3 churches, a post office, a co-op, a restaurant, and 192 very friendly citizens. I used to only hope that I could be the local family doctor for a similar town in Iowa, and now I'm forever grateful that will be a reality thanks to the AHEC scholarship with which I was blessed. I remember having to drive an hour to the doctor growing up in rural Iowa, and I feel so privileged to be a part of the solution to that issue. My hope is that future rural students will be allowed to have similar opportunities to serve the people of Iowa through continued funding and support of programs like the Rural Medical Education Pathway at DMU. Thank you for your time, and thank you so much for your future support of this very important program.